everyone. Welcome to Made to Dream. I'm your host, Maya Chanel, and here we share stories from women around the world to inspire, educate, and empower women and young girls to dream without limitations. I have the ultimate pleasure of speaking today with Miss Jenny Mckinney, and she is a comedian and a coach. So I'm so excited to talk with her today. I'm sure she's going to be full of energy. We just had a conversation before, so I'm excited for you guys to hear more from her. So, hi, Jenny. How are you doing today?
Yeah, hey, how are you? I'm super excited to be here. I got my puffy sleeves on for the occasion.
Listen, fancy is best. Fancy is best, okay?
Right.
Never
Well,
can be overdressed.
Yeah, this says, hey, look here, not here.
So I want to give you the opportunity to allow the audience to know a little bit more about you and what you do.
Yeah. So I'm Jenny Mckinney. I have a podcast called So Much Jenergy. That's actually the name of my business because that represents me. I am full of Jenergy. And I am... I came out of the womb laughing, so I have done stand-up comedy forever. I'll do sit-down comedy, lay-down comedy. I am not picky. And I'm also
I love it.
Yeah, it's good times. I do a laughing meditation, so I facilitate laughing meditation, which is just literally laughing for a certain amount of time. And I have, this is random, but I have applied for the Guinness Book of World Records for the longest laugh. I'm waiting to hear back.
How long? We want to hear how long.
Well, the undocumented amount is 3 hours and 6 minutes, which that should be fine.
Non-stop?
Yeah.
Oh my God, your stomach, like literally, I always envision like if we could laugh and just gain abs, like that would be perfect.
My abs should be like concave.
You would have right, they would be rock solid.
I know, but instead I got this like built-in fanny pack I'm carrying around.
So Jenny, I know the audience wants to know, how did you get into comedy and how did you get into finding a space in meditation laughter? I mean, I've never heard of it before. I'm pretty sure it's super unique. So we want to know all the deets.
Yeah, that's a great question. So I've been doing comedy like literally on stage for probably 20 years. It was super scary to me. I'm funny, like in a party or, at family functions, but to get on stage, then I just realized, I'm just on a higher platform with the microphone and it's kind of the same. I just tell funny stories and laugh. And if you don't laugh, I'm still laughing at myself and I'm having a good time. So that's okay. So my comedy is, like storytelling, I don't feel that you have to really, like, I'll talk about family, but I get they're okay. They know I'm talking about them and it's funny stories and it's not to be hurtful. So I just love sharing people and my funny stories, like things that have happened to me and just sharing that. I want to share laughter with the whole world. My passion is just literally laughing. And so, raising your vibration and just having a high energy and bringing that to somebody, but also holding space for people to be themselves, and having that. I love comedy because I feel like it's a connection. I don't know you. I don't know you in the audience. I don't know you in the audience. I don't know anyone in the audience. We might have different views on everything in life, but we're all here and, I just got chills. And the minute we laugh, we're all connected. It's like like a language. I love it. I love it. It's a favorite. So, and then coming back to laughing meditation, oh my gosh. So my mom and I took a laughing meditation class. It was a 45-minute laughing meditation. Well, I thought that'd be easy because I laugh all the time. And you have to sit. What we do is you get in a circle when you're allowed to be with people. Sit in a circle, shoulder to shoulder, facing out. Okay. And you don't get to see anybody. And then we set a timer and you just literally laugh, real or fake, because your conscious mind doesn't know if it's fake or real. And so you're still getting the benefit of it, plus the energy of everybody laughing. So I laughed. So I thought I was going to have a medical emergency of some sort. I thought I was going to urinate. I thought I was going to like.
Oh my goodness.
Because we were just laughing so hard. And my mom had to fake laugh. And then I'm laughing at people fake laughing because it was so ridiculous. And I thought, I'm going to start doing that. So I do that twice a week, just online to raise the vibration. Yeah.
That's awesome. Like, it's so great to see women doing different things and being so creative. Like I said, I never heard of laughing meditation before, and being able to, like you said, you came out of the womb laughing. So being able to do something that, is just you and create something out of it, I think that is so awesome.
Yeah.
So what would you say are some of your biggest obstacles that you've had to overcome in your life? I know that it probably wasn't easy for you to say, oh, I'm going to do laughing meditation. What were some of the obstacles that you've had to overcome to even come to a space to say, this is what I'm going to do and this is what is for me?
Sure. So I would say probably the craziest obstacle I've had is my body has a tumor disease called neurofibromatosis, which I have tumors all over in my whole body, and I don't know where they're at till they hurt. And I've had 7 major surgeries, 2 on my spine to have tumors removed. So where the doctor, says, hey, there's 50% chance I'll paralyze you. And I say, hey, please don't drink the night before surgery and don't sneeze when you get in there. Which he agreed. And so, literally just laughing through those whole things, making jokes, because that was a pretty seriously intense situation,
Right.
And I could tell, like, my doctor was worried, so that made me worried, which then I just started making jokes, and then we were all fine. So, but I think just
I bet it lifted a weight off of him as well.
Oh yeah, and he was so funny. So after surgery, because they had zapped my, they put electrodes all over my head and had zapped me during surgery, to see if they had paralyzed me. Kind of reactive, but okay. And so after that, when I wake up and I push my leg down, it's flopping all over like a fish out of water. So I call the doctor, and he comes in and says, yeah, everything went great. And I said, did it? And I push my leg down and it's flopping all over. And he's like, yeah, that's, and I said, what am I supposed to do with this? Did you want me to, like, do you know who Gregory Hines is?
No, I don't know.
No? Okay. Well, he was a famous tap dancer back in the day. And so I said, what am I supposed to, Gregory Hines on out of here? Like, did you order me a size 7 tap shoe to just be like,
So was it just an effect of surgery or?
Yeah. So they had just, I just say they zapped my nerves the whole time I was in surgery. So it was just a reaction, and it only lasted that day. So yeah.
That is hilarious. I would be like, what is going on with me too?
Well, we got in trouble because there were 15 different residents that had come in, and the nurses were all running in. They're like, shh, quiet, like, you're in the hospital. And I was thinking, like, I have staples all over because they essentially did a C-section and moved everything out of the front and then went to the front of my spine with, without a baby. And then, thank goodness, put everything back the right way. But maybe that's why I have a little fanny pack. I'm going to blame that on my, like, built-in fanny pack.
Right. Maybe they needed to go in there and they probably pushed it up a little bit too much.
Yeah. Well, I did ask him when he was in there. I said, can you just kind of, like, pull that a little bit tighter when you get done? That'd be great. No, not a good listener.
So, would you say, I love your mindset, you're very positive, you bring light to even the darkest situations. Like,
yeah.
Has it been an easy road for you to continue? I know you've been laughing since you were younger, but has it been an easy road for you to maintain this mindset, to continue to bring light to such darkness?
Oh, that is a great question. So everybody always says, you're so happy all the time. And I really am, but it is hard work. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it is work, I should say. It's not just, you know, I really do wake up every day. I'm laughing first thing in the morning. I'm laughing in my sleep. But I have worked really hard to, you know, create that awareness to not let things come in and kind of hinder my happiness, you know.
Right.
So I've been able to, you know, kind of break up with toxic people, or situations, you know, not get involved with their little drama cycles and things like that. But it really is a lot of work. You know, I do my own meditations in the morning. I write comedy. I do daily Facebook videos. I just kind of keep that creative flow because I feel like anything that's negative will kind of block that. So I just kind of, I don't know, high kick those barriers right up out of there, you know?
No, definitely. I think, you know, finding happiness within yourself is the best way to maintain a healthy mindset. So I commend you for doing that.
Yeah, I love it. I have these, like, this is so random, but I have these funny little, like, I had trading. You remember baseball cards? Okay, so I had these, like, funny little cards made.
And
they're
those
like
are
little
cute. Guys, if you don't see these right now, go watch the visual. If you're just listening in, go watch the visual so you guys can come see these cards. They are amazing.
And then look, I have these funny little stats on the back. So like, look at this one, like sober for 44 years. Like, because I don't drink.
Me neither.
So I just hand these out. Like when people are like, hey, you're funny. And I'm like, oh, well, here. And then I have people that
take a new form of a business card.
Yeah. And they take these cards and like, I've had friends with their kids that'll take pictures, or they take me with them on vacation and then take pictures of them. And oh my gosh, it's just so funny. It cracks me up. Or I leave them places.
I love them.
Yeah. Because it just says, hey, this is funny.
So let's talk about Feel the Jenergy. I know you have a podcast as well as it's your business as well. So let's talk a little bit more about that. Is the Jenergy the laughing meditation, or is it something else?
So my So Much Jenergy is it's like a comedy podcast that I'm trying to merge coaching and comedy together. And so what I want to do is my comedy kind of group, I want to bring mindset and coaching to them. But then the mindset coaching, I want to bring like comedy and fun stuff to them. So I really want to like merge those two groups and just bring, really, I only know how to bring me and what I have to offer, which is both of those things, and a high kick. I mean, so that's really what it is. So Much Jenergy is really just it's a mindset. You know, it's what I put off, and it's kind of my brand, I guess. But I do a podcast with my brother, so him and I, well, obviously we grew up together. You know, we're from the same people. and we just come on and we tell funny stories and things that have happened, and just, you know, just to make people laugh and realize, you know, the world is so crazy, and that's okay, and it is what you make it. You know, so if we can just take you away from craziness for 25, 30, 40, sometimes 50 minutes, then it's okay. Then it's all right. So, yeah, it's good times. I do love it. I really love it. I love that we can kind of take that awareness of being funny, but be a coach. And like, I can be serious, you know, like it's hard, but I do it. You know, and I really just feel like
who wants to be serious all the time?
Oh gosh, I know.
Gotta have some fun.
I know, and I love sharing, just like having a sacred space for people. You know, that there really, literally is no judgment. First of all, when you look like this, you don't get to judge anybody. You know what I mean? Like I'm putting marker on my eye. You know, like.
I honestly thought it was like a glitter stamp.
No, I draw it. I change it every day.
Oh my goodness. So what was it yesterday?
Yesterday
today
was
is stars.
Yeah, today was stars and hearts. And then like if there's a, you know, say there's like a moon, coming up, or I'll put a moon, or if I go to a baseball game, I change it to a baseball or volleyball, or
I
if
love
somebody's
it.
sassy, and if I run out of eyeliner, I just use a Sharpie. So in the rain, then it looks like a hot mess.
No, seriously. So what would you say is like one of the biggest lessons that you've learned along your journey, finding your pathway, finding your passion and what fulfills you? What is one of the biggest lessons that you've learned?
That's a great question. I would say just that being fun and having a good time has allowed me a lot of opportunities, and I feel like I really get away with maybe a lot more because I am funny and I can open that space for people, and I don't judge them. I want them to just be happy no matter what they look like or doing in their life or anything like that. I mean, that is literally, I wanted everybody to be happy, but some people don't choose that. And so I would just say, and the other biggest lesson is, one, be happy, but to realize how powerful you really are. I can manifest anything at any time, and it is crazy, so like we're just so powerful, and I feel like, we're like, this much power is what we have, but it seems like so much, and then we're just like these amazing beings that, oh gosh, just so crazy.
I really think we really truly are so powerful in ourselves, and sometimes we don't even recognize that ourselves just because of different things that we're told growing up, or different things that society has made normal. Like, look at you. Someone would not think to say, okay, like, I'm going to start meditation laughter. They would be like, okay, like, I don't even know what that is. Like, that's kind of crazy. But it's like, listen, you found the value in that. You know that it works. You know that it brings so much happiness, so much light to people. And you found your power in that. So you can't sit here and let someone deter you from what makes you happy and what it works for you.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. Yeah.
Yes.
And just sharing it really with everybody and anybody.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I think that's the goal. To just be able to share your fulfillment, share your passion, your purpose with other people, and to bring light as you are to others. What would you say? I know that as we grow, our version of success does change over the years. How would you say you define your current version of success, and how has it changed as you've grown and evolved into the person you are today?
Ooh. So I would say that my version of success probably changed from just growing into myself. So before, my husband and I were married very young, and I was 19 when we got married. We're still together, madly in love. I love that.
Love it.
Oh my gosh. Like, oh my gosh, oh gosh, my heart. But then we had a daughter, when I was 20. And so my whole life was really based around being her mom and being a wife, and like just living my best life at that time. So I feel like I was just so successful as a mother and a wife, and we all made it and nobody got hurt. You know what I mean? So that was very successful. And a lot of times, parenting doesn't come with a book. And this raising somebody, she's amazing, she's amazing. And I only could do what I knew how to do, which there were some times where I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, One time
I think that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
You're learning.
Well, one time, because we had pets before her, we had dogs, and she spilled Cheerios on the carpet. I don't know what I'm doing, so I just grabbed the back of her neck and swiped her legs and rubbed her face in it. I don't know what. She laughed. I laughed. No one got hurt. It was fine.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have to do that again. No, I was not parent of the year on that one. But just having a good time, you know what I mean? Letting the kids know that if they make a mistake, it's fine, and they're looking for your reaction, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, I can remember there was a time we were at the movie theater and my daughter and I both ran to the restroom at the same time and we were shoving each other in the stall. And this lady like bangs on the door and she's like, "Girls, knock it off." And I was thinking like, oh shoot, that is not appropriate. And my daughter yells, "Mom," and I was like, "Shush! You're gonna get us yelled at." So I would say I was successful as a parent, but now, you know, she's 23 now and she's living her best life. She's a research chemist. She's amazing. And I would say I'm just successful really because I'm living my best life. I mean, that's really what success is, you know, being happy with where you are, you know, having boundaries to identify, to allow people to be them, but at the same time, don't let them, you know, ruin you and what you're doing.
I definitely agree.
Yeah.
So if you had to say one thing to let women and girls around the world know that they can dream without limitations, what would it be?
Oh, one thing? Oh.
You can say, okay, up to three. Up to three.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay. So one would be if you're struggling now, it's not like this forever. So if you're having a hard time now, just know that this is temporary and it's not forever. Two, if really, I mean, you are just so powerful, and it's your mindset, you know. And so if you can kind of reshift your beliefs. So say you had a rough upbringing, if you can reshift those beliefs and just know and believe in you are the only one that can make that happen. You know, don't let other people keep you down. You're super powerful. And I would say the third thing is just that you're loved. It might not feel like it all day, every day, but if you love yourself, that'll change your entire life. You should love you, and then other people can love you.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, we thank you, Jenny, so much for being your story. I do want to give you the platform to allow the audience to know if they want to reach you for services, if they want to see your comedy, if they just want to follow your journey, how can they?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I would love to invite you just to be laughing with me. You can find me on somuchjenergy.com. That's where my website is. I even have my laugh on there. You can find me on Facebook under Jen Mckinney or So Much Jenergy, either one. And then I also have a YouTube channel called So Much Jenergy, and I have, I think, 150 videos over there that I put out. So
I love it. I love it. Well, we'll have all those links in the description for anyone who is interested. But we do thank you so much once again for sharing your story here with us. We enjoyed all the laughs. It was full of energy, bringing light and love onto the show for the audience. And we thank everyone once again for tuning in to Made to Dream. Once again, I'm your host, Maya Chanel, and we'll see you next time.